Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
And now here comes Terry leading the break.
Phenomenal alley-oop slam right there, guys.
They're taking advantage, Clark, of a team that looks lost out there.
Yeah, this is threatening to get kind of ugly out here. Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the officials.
For Detroit, they have shot a good percentage from the free throw line so far. They've made 5 out of 6. Andre Drummond's checked in for Detroit. Teague comes in for Rose.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
It's stolen by Anthony. From deep, George. The shot no good. Here's Oden. The shot is off. And so we wrap up the first half. London leads by 8. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a... Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Carmelo Anthony really has his fingerprints all over this one.
I know we've said this many times before, but I'll say it again. He had a great first half, just an explosive offensive display there.
At the end of the day, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had. He can usually keep it going for all 4 quarters.
They've got Dwayne Wade. DeMarcus Cousins out there with LeBron James. Then it's Thomas. And it's Durant in at the 3 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. Thomas kicks to Durant. This one for 3. That one falls coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 5 assists in the game. Here's Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 14 points for the game.
You know, he's knocking down his shots today, but it hasn't really translated to the scoreboard yet.
And it's sent back by George. And it's London on the break. Here's Oden. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Carmelo Anthony showing you his passing skill there.
It's LeBron with the drive.
How about that? Take a peek at that move. We don't get to see plays like that very often.
No, we don't. You're right. Sailing in off the baseline for the reverse stuff.
Boy, what a dunk. That is just special.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Well, I love it. He gets there first, absorbs the contact. Nice play defensively.
No flop there. He took that one right in the chest.
Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Greg Oden. And here's Anthony from the arc. Detroit trails by 5. The 3 from Thomas. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Boy, the prettiest play in basketball to me. Execute it to perfection.
I don't think you're going to get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Well, unless you're the team getting dunked on, of course.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, man, he's got so much power.
And Anthony gets double-teamed. The shot by Lillard wide open. Here's Drummond. Anthony kicks to George. Another shot. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. It's his first trip to the line. And he knocks down the first one. London making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. And both free throws good for Paul George. And so it's Detroit with the ball. 7-point differential. There's the dish to James. From past the arc. And he gets it to go. James has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Here's Ibaka. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
You got to put bodies on the glass right there. They just are not getting it done on the boards.
Yeah, they've got to do a much better job of going harder than that to the glass. That's 2 straight quick three-pointers they've allowed.
They better not make it 3 straight, because now all of a sudden you're looking at a hot streak.
Lillard from outside. That's good. Lillard's got 6.
How about that? They respond to a three-pointer with a quick 3 of their own.
Yeah, terrific. Great back-and-forth sequence right there.
He can fly, can he? He'll make you forget he's a point guard sometimes.
Yeah, when he does decide to attack the basket, Kevin, he can do it with the best of them.
And this is the time to attack with these 2 teams locked in such a close game.
And London calls time here. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Andre Drummond's checked in for Cousins. Anthony comes in for James. George is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Teague in for Thomas. Then for London, Taj Gibson's checked in for Anthony. DeRozan comes in for George. Rajon Rondo subbed in for Lillard. And Drummond throws it down.
Well, he's an undersized center, but he more than makes up for it with some serious leaping ability.
Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. It's stolen by Wade. Wasted no time on that one. Now just a 2-point London lead. Drummond working against Rondo. Deflects the pass. Back to DeRozan. Outside Leonard. It's hauled in by George.
And a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Yeah, they got to hurry. Step.
Hammer time! His low back hasn't been an easy one, but they've managed to climb all the way out of the hole and tie this game.
I have to say, pretty remarkable, Steve. At one point, I thought they were done.
Detroit making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. London shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. And the first one drops. And so Rondo hits both free throws. So it's Detroit now. They trail by 1. And it's Rose penetrating. There's the killer 2-handed slam. Tremendous stuff from a guy, Clark, we think more of for his passing.
Yeah, but he's got tremendous leaping ability and a surplus supply, too.
Well, that's a great aggressive move, and 2 big points, too.
Pass to Teague. There's the 3. No good trying to beat. On the floor for London. Anthony out there with Oden. And it's Rajon Rondo. Then it's Paul George. And it's Drummond in at the 5 down low. And the basket by Rose. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Yeah, 6 lead changes so far. So which team can come up with that big play you're talking about, Clark? That's going to be interesting.
Rondo dishes to George. Here's Drummond. The wide open look here for Anthony. No good on the triple.
Well, he struggled a little bit in the second half, but remember, he hit 3 of those in the first half. Now, it's hard to imagine them not running away with this game if they can continue to shoot the ball like they have been.
Steve, everything is falling for them this half, and they haven't had any empty possessions, scoring on every trip. And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
The drive by James.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep. Yeah, you got that right, Kevin. He's such a reliable finisher.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, he can't dial it in from deep this half at all. Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing it.
Yep, 3 of their last 5 makes coming in transition, guys.
Rondo kicks to George. Three-pointer. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball games, Steve.
And there's Rose on the assist by LeBron. James has got 3 assists in the game.
Wow, such a steady hand. He's the one responsible for getting them this late lead.
Can't argue with that at all, Steve. His shooting percentage has been off the charts.
Terrific execution there when it mattered the most. He knew he had the height advantage, and he got the job done.
And stolen by Drummond. And here's the fast break. And it's George finishing it off.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, it seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
And that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run.
And then Cousins with the dunk. This game going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
Come on.
blowout, Kevin, or even an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well, I just, you know what, come on, Kel, I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
Dwayne Wade's checked in for Rose. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to hear the advice Frank Vogel gave to his team during that last break. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
Thomas goes in. Pass to Cousins. Took him no time at all on that one. Now Detroit leads by 1.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Yeah, well, 10 of their last 12 points have come off of assists.
This is what you love, guys. Superb defense. A great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
And you just cannot afford to give up plays like that at this stage of a tight ball game, guys.
And Wade slams it in.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Lillard kicks to Anthony. Stolen by Durant. Here's Thomas. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
That very well may put the finishing touch on this one. Not at all the time to get sloppy with the basketball.
How about the killer instinct? Well, not running the clock out, but pushing it ahead and attacking points on to relieve.
A wide open look here for Anthony. The offensive rebound. Here's Oden. And that one's good.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Thomas outside. Can't get it to go. Nice D from Lillard.
Well, it's going to be tough for them, but you have to continue to compete. It's not over. Just play, see what happens.
Yep, you can't afford empty possessions.
And his stroke has been dead on. Inside, outside, wherever. The shot's just falling for him.
And so they foul intentionally.
First team foul.
Durant, the pass to Cousins. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
An example right there, guys, of how even as their lead grew into a big one, they never started coasting.
That's the truth. I mean, they've been in charge of this game all the way through.
For 3, Durant. Good. And it's a 10-point Detroit lead.
A serious game-clinching run. They've taken off here. Impressive.
No backing off. What a surge at the right time. Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
And he jams it with authority.
And tack on a few more points to the lead. Why not? I suppose this is an emphatic showing for this club.
And Steve, they did it in style.